Hey, my little spider monkeys. Well, we definitely have confirmation now something's coming. Today on Twitter, the Planet Zoo, like we knew that, Planet Coaster 2 was going to have a presence next Wednesday at the Frontier Unlocked, but Planet Zoo finally tweeted something out non-console related, and they said you are not going to want to miss the Frontier Unlocked next week. So that's basically confirmation that a new pack is going to be announced. I think it's already been confirmed, and you guys can let me know in the comments. I think it's been confirmed that it's going to be an animal pack. I thought I heard that back a few Frontier Unlocks ago, that it was going to be an animal pack. So looking at the kind of like if you go on the forum and look at the meta wish list, there are still quite a few high-profile animals we don't have that people are looking to make their way into the game. First being at the top of the list. This list isn't necessarily in the correct order. This is just a few of the ones I saw at the very top, but the South American Cody is at the very top. You've got Walrus on there in the top 10, Secretary Bird, of course, Goodfellow's Tree Kangaroo, the Black Howler Monkey's on there, Joffroy's Spider Monkey, Spectacled Bear, Markhor, Musk Ox, and Golden Lion Tamarin are kind of round out that top selection that has won the most votes as far as the meta wish list goes. And then, of course, a lot of us are still kind of, if it was a regular, if it was a non-animal pack, I would want to say okay, it's a Zookeeper pack with, a bunch of backstage items and scenery pieces and, more buckets and just all that stuff that kind of like the zookeepers interact with on a day-to-day basis. I would think if it was going to be a pack like that, I think that would be a really, really well-rounded out finishing pack, because a lot of people are worried and have conceded that this is probably the last pack we're going to get for Planet Zoo. I would be very surprised. Well, of course, I've said this before, but I would be very surprised if Planet Zoo has a new future past into 2025. We could always be wrong. We know the game's still selling well. We know the game's averaging 4,000 to 5,000 players active on Steam still, usually per day. But as far as this goes, I think this could be the end. Hopefully they top it off with as many animals as you guys still think you're missing. And then, of course, after this, I think if you've ever had any hesitation about mods, I think that can probably go out the window, because after this, you're not going to have necessarily probably any more game-breaking updates that are going to mess up your mods. As always, do your research and be careful who you get your mods through. There are a lot of good people in the modding community. There are a lot of terrible people in the modding community. So just ask around, do your research. Be careful when you're downloading these mods and who you're supporting. Definitely, I trust Leaf, and I don't really know many of the other ones. But like I said, there are some good ones, and there are some really, really creepy, weird people out there. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm just going to keep my eye on this. I'm going to be on vacation next week, actually, though. I will probably be watching this from my phone. I'll be watching the Frontier Unlocked from my phone, but I won't actually be home until late Friday evening to get any of this covered. So if you want to keep up with any of my coverage, it'll probably be more in the form of Instagram and Twitter. Try to keep you guys updated on there, but and then probably get some videos out, I would say Saturday, kind of when I'm back down here in the cave and can really get down in here and edit all this information that's going to be coming out. And of course, we, I always hope that this isn't the end. Like I said, I feel that there's so much more they could tackle with this game. A lot of people have kind of written off aquariums and more birds to Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo 2, which I still think, I mean, I honestly think that is years and years away. There's a lot of consensus that people think Planet Zoo 2 is going to be that third CMS game that would drop towards the end of 2026. I'm just still not thinking so. I'm still thinking that's going to be a Planet Prison, Planet Golf, Planet Hospital. I still think they're going to like try to attack some of that, what do I want to say? Like that, you know, not theme park hospital, 2 Point Hospital. I think they want to tap into more of that in like the Paradox, City Skylines audience, just because, you know, with Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, City Skylines, you know, I think that there's just so much crossover between those two communities and even content creator crossover that I feel that Frontier, you know, really establishing themselves as this creative management simulation powerhouse would want to go in and try to, I mean, at least if I was running a business, their business, try to disrupt some of that foothold that particularly Colossal Order, and I know, of course, you know, lately they've not been on the up and up, and City Skylines 2 has been a proverbial disaster of a launch of 11 months for them. But I think that Frontier has it in mind to go in there and try to take some of that market share. Now, of course, we could be talking about a totally new CMS game that doesn't have anything to do with cities or aquariums or museums or, you know, prisons or anything like that. But it just makes sense to kind of dip their toes into that with particularly talking about wanting the focus to shift back on creative management sims. You think you would want to go where that audience is. And even Prison Architect 2, same thing, being run by Paradox, having a disaster of a development. It just appears from the outside. I don't even think they have a release date anymore. It's just kind of been pushed off into the, you know, the chasm of possibly early 2025. Stuff's on fire at Paradox right now. I do not think they have any clue what's going on, and they have stepped on a couple rakes over there. So what better time for Frontier to kind of jump in and kind of, you know, take some of that share from them and show all of those Paradox people what Frontier's capable of, and like I said, take that market share. So I'm not thinking that this third CMS game is going to come in the form of Planet Zoo 2. For some reason, I still think that's a ways off. But anyways, I'm just rambling now. I just wanted to put this on your all's radar. This is not a Frontier Unlocked where we're just going to be going over Planet Zoo console issues. This is going to actually be some kind of release announcement. And I would say that we'll actually be playing whatever this new DLC is probably in the next 3 weeks. I would say that is at the far end of this. I would strongly suspect you will have this new DLC either, if not by October, into very early October. So anyways, guys, I'll go ahead and jump on out of here. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is the meta wish list close to what you've been wanting, or are your animals still way far out there and you're hoping for them to happen? And of course, let us know what kind of mechanics they've never brought to Planet Zoo that you would still like to see. So yeah, I'm S10 Wolf. As always, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next video.